Welcome back to my greenhouse, folks. Today is April the 1st, and I just played a April Fool's joke on myself. I unpotted one of my big containers that I had ginger in. This great big puppy here. It's been sitting there growing since the spring of last year. Put it in the spring, and it went during the summer and into the fall, and then in the fall and winter throughout, it's been in the greenhouse. But in here, it's not been the ideal conditions for it to grow. It hadn't, ginger and turmeric love hot tropical conditions, and I just wasn't willing to really spend the extra on the electric bill to keep these in a place where they felt like they were in India. Sorry. But it did keep them alive and surviving, not thriving, but they were surviving, and that's what's important. They didn't go into dormancy, which was good. They got to keep on growing. Now, next year, with some of the ideas I've got for my greenhouse and how I'm going to heat it, which when I bring that to you, I think you're going to love it. That won't be as much of a problem. So let me just show you what all I've got in here. What we see here is four ginger plants, and I'm pretty sure I did not start out with more than that. And there's ants all in here too. I got lit up by a few ants while I was doing this. These ants have been a problem. But look at that. Look how pretty that is. Look at that. Now ginger can get pretty tall, can get pretty big if they've got the good conditions. And pretty soon they're going to have those conditions here outside as it heats up here in North Alabama during the summer. But, and so I grew these in the pot since last spring, early summer. It might even been into June whenever I started this. I just don't know. But y'all can see that. And there's been some shoots, some of these branches that have died back as it was trying to go, didn't know whether it was going to go into dormancy or keep growing. But out of this, I've got 4 ginger plants that are ready to keep going. I'm going to pot them up and let them be divided now. And then I've got lots of other tubers that I'll be able to share. And those, I've got a plant swap I'm doing tomorrow with one of my friends, Eileen. She's probably going to tell people, quit telling folks you know me. Yeah, but this is just one thing that I'm going to swap out. She's going to swap out some things with me. Another thing are cardinal, I keep calling them cardinal plants, but they're not. They're called Lucifer plants. And those are gorgeous, an absolutely gorgeous plant. It shoots up a stalk of red flowers that is so red you just could not believe it. I remember when I was down there on the Gulf Coast seeing them. They're quite invasive, if I've got to say so. That's what they're considered, an invasive plant. So I keep an eye on stuff like that and don't let it get out of hand. But down there, they've grown wild and taken over, like a lot of other things that love the warm weather on the Gulf Coast. But ginger and turmeric and or even Lucifer plants, if you wanted to grow that, you can. Grow them outside during the heat of the summer, and then bring them inside in a container. You'll want to, in order to keep them thriving, you have to, of course, duplicate conditions that they're going to find in, say, India or at least Alabama in the summer. You got to keep them hot. You got to keep them moist. And, just do your research on that and see what you come up with. It's pretty easy. But we're talking about growing your own food at your own home. And this is container gardening in this case. This is container gardening. You can do that on your porch, on your patio. You can do it anywhere. You can do it, it's simple stuff. And it'll mean so much to you, instead of going and buying it at the store. If you take out one of your ginger plants that you've so lovingly taken care of and harvest it yourself, you know what you put in the soil. You know what you're putting in your belly and in your family's belly. Great stuff right there. Ginger's just one of those amazing, powerful things that you can grow for yourself and not have to keep buying it at the store. It's almost a forever food. I don't consider it that to be here, because it won't overwinter and spread on its own like blackberries or anything else. You know, it's got to be babied somewhat, and eventually it's going to die out. It's not going to do good forever as a perennial plant. In my part of the world, it just won't. But it's forever food to me, in that every time I grow it, I've got a bunch of tubers, and I can break them up and divide them and start again, make brand new ones. What I don't use in my tea. Great stuff. Great stuff. And it's very simple. Just wanted to bring that to y'all real fast. I'm sorry I didn't get to show you the whole dumping of it. That would have been neat. I assure you there were ants involved, and I did get bit. Not too much, but they were there. So this will be a little quick video for today, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope that, you know, that it's kind of uninspiring because I lost all the footage there. It just didn't work out. I hope that you are inspired through me or some more professional videos to grow your own food and try out ginger or turmeric. Have a little fun with it. Make your own tea. Make your own fine cuisine with what you grow yourself. Anyhow, that's enough for this. Y'all be good, and I'll see you next time.